Hi everyone, welcome to Video Storytime. I'm Miss Megan, and I'm just looking for my friend, Gray Squirrel. He said that he'd be coming here pretty soon, and I'm looking to find him. Why, hello, Gray Squirrel. What do you have there, buddy? What's this? Is this a little rope? It's a little squirrel rope. Oh, Gray Squirrel, this is very interesting. What sorts of things do you do with this? What can we do with something like this? What could you do with a rope? What do you like to? Oh, Gray Squirrel says sometimes he likes to play jump rope. Yeah, could you use a little jump rope? Oh. And yeah, you could use it to hang clothes on a line. Yeah. What could you use a rope for? That's a great idea. All right. So today, we're actually going to read a story about a rope that gets used in many different ways. Are you ready to hear the story? Okay. This is The Rope, and this is a story from the Great Migration by Jacqueline Woodson and illustrated by James Ransom. Right, and there's a little girl. And what is she using that rope for? She's playing jump rope. This is the rope my grandmother found beneath an old tree a long time ago, back home in South Carolina. This is the rope my grandfather used to tie the few things they owned to the top of the car that drove my grandmother, who was a mother now, from South Carolina all the long way to a place called New York City. This is the rope my grandmother held tight to as my grandfather drove really slow past the people in big city buildings that seemed to go on and on. See? That was New York. That's what it looked like back then. This is the rope my grandmother used to dry the sweet-smelling flowers she grew in small window boxes, reminding her of the flowers back home, where the land, she said, went on and on. This is the rope my grandfather strung so that my mama's diapers could blow dry in the hot city breeze. So there you go. the mom. She's getting bigger, right? And this is the rope my mama tied around a small ducky's neck, then pulled it along, singing, quack, quack, quack. This is the rope my mama held out to the girls on the block, her new Brooklyn block, a home of their own that they finally owned. Mama asked shyly, "Anybody want to play?" This is the rope my mama first tripped on as she sang with her friends. Miss Lucy had a baby, she named him Tiny Tim. This is the rope Mama's brothers took from her room for some crazy game that little boys play. This is the rope my mama found again 10 years later when my grandfather said, "We need a bit of rope to tie these things down inside this here car. Like that rope we used to have from back home." Then he drove with my mama off to a college far away from the city. Well, up at the window, my grandmother waved. This is the rope my mama placed on the piano around family photos. And me just a baby, and then a bit bigger, already reaching for it. This is the rope my daddy used when he showed me the way to tie a sailor's knot. 2 times around and pull it real tight. You want whatever you make or do in your life, my daddy said, to last. There's all the family pictures. And there's the rope. This is the rope my mama turned as she waved to my daddy and taught me to sing the Miss Lucy song out on our sidewalk right here in Brooklyn just last Friday night. This is the rope that held up the sign saying, "We are all family," at our picnic reunion in the big park up the street from our home. Wow, look at all those family members. This is the rope, threadbare and graying, that I traded with Grandma for a brand new one. Then I jumped a new jump. My name is Beatrice. I come from Brooklyn. As my family smiled proudly and the sun began setting, as Grandma held on to her rope from back home. And her long ago memory of sweet smelling pine. Thank you for joining us for video story time. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, Josiah. Goodbye, Jeremiah. Goodbye, Alejandro, Colton, and Harper. Goodbye, Ashley. Goodbye, Gino. Goodbye, Lincoln. And goodbye, Ziva. Goodbye, Joshua. Goodbye, Junior. Goodbye, Caden. And goodbye, Lily. Bye. See you next week.